I've been thinking about the good times. I've been sleeping through the long nights. I've been shining in the sunlight. I've been thinking how I'm alright. There's a
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification button so whenever I upload my videos, you guys will be first to be notified. I'm going to keep going with my story times. It's coming. This story time I'm going to do, you stay tuned. So this story time is when I found out I was dating a sex offender. Okay, so basically this is when I was young in my 20s. I was working in my first actually it was my job. I was working in a retail store. The retail store that I was working in had 4 floors. So the 4 floors they had is the retail store that I was working in. There was a school, there was a DMV, and it was like a place where they sell cookies. So it was 4 different establishments in that building. So apparently when I used to go to work, I was a full-time worker. I was going to school. I was working full-time. I always used to walk, and when I'm walking, I always pass school. But how the school is, it's up on a 3rd floor, and I was working on the 4th floor. But when you come inside the building, there's recruiters that's standing there to go to college, because in that establishment there was a college. Again, there was a school there. So it was a couple of fellas, maybe 2 or 3 fellas, that used to always stand there and, just randomly recruiting people to, go to school. So, every day I used to go to work, and I had, one of the guy, let's call him Ronald. He would always smile. Good morning. How you doing? Not thinking of it. You say hi, whatever. And I'd be like, hi, just, mind my business, saying hi, and I would go to work. So, he always used to do that every day. And then this particular day, he actually was talking to me. He was like, I want to take you out. Can I take you out to dinner? You seem like a nice, girl, and I want to get to know you. So I'm not gonna lie, he was fine. He was fine. He dresses very nice. He's well spoken, and I was like, I thought about. I was like, yeah, let's try, let's do it. Very nice. One thing though, he was older than me, so I think I was like in my 20s, and he was like 30, like 37, 38. So, but he was nice. He was a nice guy. He always smells good. He always dresses nice. He was well spoken, and that's something I was really attracted to. So, we exchanged numbers. He took me out to dinner, actually to lunch. So he took me out some place, and it was very nice, a nice lunch date. We talked to each other. We got to know each other, our, childhood and everything like that. I'm not gonna lie, it was a very good conversation that we had. We had a great conversation. So, after that lunch date, it went well. We decided, okay, we'll go ahead and continue, go on another date. So we went ahead and went on another date, to this nice restaurant he took me to. Very nice. He spoils me or whatever. And then after the dinner, he decided to, take me home. So, he took me home or whatever, and he was like, can I come inside? And I'm like, at the time, I wasn't living by myself at the time. I wasn't comfortable with it yet to have him come in my house. So I was like, no, next time, you could come over. So we were talking for a while, and then, I finally was like, you know what? One day, I think I was off for work. And he was off for work. So we made plans for him to come to my house and everything like that. So he came to my house. We was watching movies. We were dating. So we're just, enjoy each other's company. Let's say that. And I was really liking this guy. Like, I was really liking him because he was so smart. And that's one thing that attracts me to a guy. Like, I love their mind. Their mind attracts me. That is very attractive to me. So where he spoke was articulate, his mind, everything. He was perfect in my eyes. So we started dating and go to his house and he would cook for me and everything like that. Nice guy. So he had a friend who used to also work with him, and he used to be cool with me as well. Cool with me, you know. So he used to ask me, yo, hook me up with one of your friends. Hook me up with one of your friends, you know. So let's give him a name. His name will be Josh. So Ronald was the one I was talking to, and Josh was his friend that worked with him. So I actually set him up with one of my friends, but it didn't work out. I he his teeth was like, she didn't like his teeth. His teeth was Josh's teeth was messed up. Like, it was doing the Brook Up. The Brook Up, the dance they had back in the days. His teeth was like unorganized. So she didn't like him, and it was very yellow. So she didn't like it. She was very unattractive with that. But it didn't work out, I tried. So, I'm going to work, and I started going to work, and I'm not seeing Ronald anymore. I'm not seeing Ronald anymore. And I'm like, what is going on with Ronald? And now when I'm calling him, he's not answering. So his friend Josh pulled me to the side. He was like, yo, he used to always call me sis. He was like, yo, sis, I have to tell you something. I was like, what happened? He was like, yo, Ronald is a sex offender and they fired him. I said, what? He said, yes, Ronald's a sex offender. They found out he was a sex offender by doing background check, and they fired him. I was like, yo, it's like my heart left my chest. I was like, yo, are you serious? He was like, yeah. He gave me the website to look at everything. I went home. I went on a sex offender website. I knew his information. I knew his first and last name and everything. So I went online and went to the sex offenders website that Josh, advised me to go to, and I put in his information. Do you know that I seen this guy face boom, and my heart was beating so fast. My heart was like boom, 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 boom. Like, I was so shocked that this person that I actually liked was a sex offender. And oh my God, just thinking about it just made me crazy. I guess when he was young, he was messing with a 5-year-old or 6-year-old. When he molested a 5-year-old, 6-year-old. I was so shocked. Like, I felt so sick to my stomach. You hear me? This person that you see every day, that smiles, that speaks great, that looks good, that dresses good, that has a lot of good head on his shoulders, where he lives in establishment is not, and then to come to find out he's a sex offender. Like, that was crazy. That was like one of the craziest things that happened in my life, where I didn't even know. Like, that's why now I do my background check when I'm dating guys, because this is why I do that, because of this. It's like, it's crazy. So I'm like, this is a sex offender, 6-year-old, 6 year, he messed with a 6-year-old. So I ain't call him. I lit off, and he tried to, I see one day a private number called me. I don't answer private numbers. I didn't answer. It called me like about 3 times. So I'm like, it must be somebody that want to get in contact with me, that want to tell me something. So I'm not gonna lie, the third time they called me, I answered. It was him. He was like, let me explain it. I had to hung up the phone. Then I went to work. The following day, I found out. I just couldn't work. I was so like distraught. Couldn't work. I couldn't concentrate, because in my head, I'm like, I dated a sex offender. Like, I dated a sex offender. And again, I didn't know. So, but in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I dated a sex offender. So, after my shift, he knew my shift. He knew my schedule, because again, he used to work there. So when I went outside, out. As I'm going outside now, I see him pull up. Oh, let me explain. I'm so sorry. Let me explain. I was like, listen, I don't have nothing to say to you. Don't talk to me. Get out my face. There's nothing that I want to hear from you. I don't want to say. Just leave me alone. Please give me a chance. I just want to explain. I was like, no, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anything. Please leave me alone. And from that day, I've never seen him again. It revisited me. I'm always gonna remember this at my age. At my age now, this is when I was in my 20s, that this happened. I know it's not my fault, and I didn't know, but it's just I'm just giving you guys some education, women and men. When you date somebody, please do your research. Do your research. Do your research, because you don't know, these people. Some people out here are crazy. They are killers. They are sex offenders. They are murderers. They've been to jail. It's a lot. So I hope this video educates you guys. Yes, it's all kiki and it's a story time, but it's also to educate you guys to always do your research when you're talking to someone. It could be a man I'm talking to. I'm talking to both sex, man and female. A male, if you're dating a girl, dating a guy, do your research. Female, if you're dating a female, if you're dating a male, do your research. It's crazy out in these streets. So that's my story time. I want to thank you so much for listening. Please, again, like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Let's get these views up. And you guys have a great day. Bye.
I ain't giving you up. I get love and try. I'm giving you up. No, I ain't giving you up. I get love and try. I'm giving you up.